So listen, they allowed them to participate. Who are we to talk?
What?
Legendary boxer Mike Tyson shares his views with Bill Maher concerning transgender athletes. And remember, Mike Tyson is a legend in boxing and has a lot of say to the world concerning this important issue. Check it out.
How do you feel about transgenders being able to compete in opposite gender, their original gender sports? Like, how do you feel?
Well, I just go by what the women are saying, women athletes.
Yeah.
Who are saying it's not fair to us.
That's not true. I know this one tennis player, Renee something. She used to get beat all the time. She was
Renee Richards?
Is that her name?
Yes. I mean, she was one of the first transgender
But
people.
she didn't win no championships or anything.
No, of course. It doesn't happen all the time. But, I mean, the big case now is this Leah Thomas. Yeah. This is someone who...
She's a bruiser.
She's a swimmer.
She's a bruiser.
Swimmer,
I mean,
right? Swimmer?
Born a man, still has a penis, I believe.
Well, you got the penis, you can't play, baby.
No,
Well, she does. She
winning
swims.
championships. Yeah.
I mean, when she was...
Who the hell am I to talk?
Well,
Who the
that,
am I to
that
talk?
would be a great name for this podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Who
change
the
it.
hell am I to talk with Mike Tyson? But when she competed as a man, she was not winning.
Yeah.
And now as she competing as a woman,
she's winning a lot.
I mean, but from what I've read, she has a penis and dates women. I don't know. That sounds like
I
a
would
guy
love
to
for
me.
you to have a
I mean,
debate
it sounds
with her.
like she just put on a wig. Like,
Wouldn't you love for him to have a debate with that woman? You
But I don't
should
know.
debate with her.
I don't want a debate. And look, it's a complicated issue. I guess it sounds to me like what they need is a third category. They need a category, a trans category, because it's obviously sometimes, often, I think, not fair to women. And that's what they said. Like, we're competing against women. This is what Title IX was. When they passed that 50 years ago, it was very important that women be able to have equal opportunity in sports against other women. Because obviously, Mike, can you imagine going into the ring against a woman with you in your prime, or even now? I mean, it would be a bloodbath.
Or me playing football.
Or football.
Yeah.
Exactly. Men and women are different. I mean, some of these things are just a priori
So what
assessments.
So listen, they allowed them to participate. Who are we to talk?
What?
If they allowed them to participate,
Well, he asked me whether I thought it was
It could be
fair or
cra-
not.
yeah,
And
I think
he said that they should probably create their own category.
another league. Yeah.
Right. I mean, you can't discount all these women who say it's unfair to me. I'm competing against essentially a man who has, a testosterone, even if they're taking hormones or something. There's a lot of it. They have bigger muscle mass.
Yeah, more bone density.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, even John McEnroe, I think it was, who said if Serena Williams played in the men's circuit, and Serena Williams, obviously,
Beast.
powerful and amazing athlete, he said she'd be like 700th in the world. And she even said once, when I played against a man, I didn't realize. I hit shots that no woman could get to, and he got to them easily. So obviously, there are differences between men and women. Could we just agree on that?
Okay.
I mean,
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe? Like, what? Guys, Mike Tyson, this dude was a beast. Could you imagine Mike Tyson boxing a woman? Which, even a transgender woman or man or whatever, I get confused with these labels. But can you imagine Mike Tyson, even in his age, boxing the greatest woman boxer in the world, true woman, biological woman? Could you imagine anyone? I mean, think about this. MMA, mixed martial arts. Can you imagine a man in the ring with a woman? Boxing is one thing, but a man, right? A transgender man boxing, fighting a woman. And it's actually might already be happening, but guys, like, please, if you're watching this right now, realize the craziness, the insanity that even a man like Mike Tyson would say something like, maybe there's a difference between men and women. Maybe. What do you mean? right? I mean, of course there's a difference. Come on, like, we're getting to the point where truth is irrelevant. And that truth doesn't matter. What matters is what the mainstream or the cultural elites or whoever you want to say, whatever label you want to give to them, whatever they say, that's the thing to go with. The cool kids, what they say now is the rule, right? I mean, look where it's going to go. If truth doesn't matter, if you can say whatever you want to say, you can't build a functioning, productive, successful society on lies. It won't last. It won't. I mean, think about Greece, the Roman Empire. These people had truths. Even China Empire, different empires, Alexander the Great. These empires, these religions, these belief systems crumbled, faded away. You know, but it's interesting, y'all. What group on the earth right now is still continuing in practice and still continuing as a people? The Jewish people. Isn't that interesting? The Jewish people from thousands of years BC, they are still a people today. Whereas you don't really see people really worshiping Zeus, worshiping these Egyptian gods, worshiping these Babylonian idols. I mean, there might be a few here and there that say it, but you don't really see it. But yet you see the Jewish people seeking Jehovah, honoring the scriptures, staying together. Now, I would disagree with the Jewish people in many ways because they are under the old covenant. Christ came and established a new covenant, right? But they're embracing an old truth. They're embracing the law. These things that were true in a sense, I mean, they're true in a sense today, but Christ came to fulfill the law so that we can now be in the new covenant, brought into the earth through his death and his resurrection. We are now under a new covenant with God. Okay, so, but all that to say, the Jews have been holding on to truth for thousands of years, and they've stayed true. Whereas all these other things have fallen away. All these other religions, all these other groups crumbled, turned to dust. But again, so in closing, guys, if a man like Mike Tyson can fall to the woke agenda and the woke ideology, a man who is a superstar in boxing, a legend in sport, can actually think that this stuff is okay and not a problem, when someone like Bill Maher, who is an atheist, not a Christian, he's seen it. And guys, let me close on this. One more thing. I believe we're going to see more and more people that are not Christian, not believers in God. Their eyes are going to see the reality and the truth. They're going to see what's happening. And I believe many of them are going to come to God because they're going to clearly see, whoa, like what's happening. And I believe that's a gift from the Lord for eyes to be opened. And again, sorry I keep going with this, but let me say this too. There are people whose eyes are opened and do see the craziness going on, but they're too afraid. They're too scared to say anything contrary, but they see. Just like in the Bible, it says that there were Pharisees who knew Jesus was the Messiah. They knew, right? They knew he was from God, but they didn't say anything because they feared the people around them. They were afraid, but they did see. There were Pharisees that didn't see. There are people today that don't see, but there's others who do see, and that's scary. If God gives you the grace to see the truth, and yet you choose to hide under fear, that's not a good thing. May the Lord protect us and prepare us for eternity and to be ready to stand in bravery and courage for him. God bless you.